Hi, my name is Terri Sproul, and I want to welcome you to my studio. Tonight is our live Tuesday night class. I normally do an art journal, but tonight I'm excited to show you what I brought home from CHA. So both me and Joe are here, and I'm going to show off a bunch of stuff, and we're going to talk about CHA. And for you guys who do not know what CHA is the Craft and Hobby Association. It's the Craft and Hobby trade show. So it's a really awesome place to go and get a chance to network and check out what's new in the market in the crafting area. So let's switch cameras and let's get going. If you do have a question, just go ahead and put it in the questions and answers, and I'll do my best to help out. If you do not want to do that, you can also find me over on Facebook at allthingsterrisproul.com. Okay, we're not going to do links tonight because we have a bunch of products to show, but all of the links are over on my blog, which is terrisproul.blogspot.com. First thing I got on my desk is from ThermoWeb. Foil seemed to be one of the hot things at the show this time, and they came out with a bunch of different foils, and one of the things that I think is the coolest is their pen. And what you're going to be able to do with their pen is write onto your scrapbook papers, your cards, your I'm not sure all of the mediums that it'll adhere to. I'm not sure if it'll adhere to glass or not. I can experiment with that later as we go. But then you would put the foil over it and it would catch it. And then they also have a heat wave, and this is actually the make and take. I didn't do it, but they had at the store. So you can die cut this type of toner sheets. This is called the toner sheets. Okay. And you can die cut it, and that's what they did here. And then you would put the foil on it, and then you'd run it through a heat machine, and it actually adheres to this toner sheet. And then the toner sheets are actually self-adhesive. So there's actually adhesive on the back of this. I'm not going to peel it, but just trust me that there's adhesive on this. And then you can, glue it right down to your card. So kind of a cool concept. So that's what ThermoWeb had out. And they're also known as iCraft. So ThermoWeb or iCraft. Brought that out. Okay. Next, this was kind of a cool concept. Oh, there we go. I thought I froze up there. You get all three of these items, and this is a long ribbon, and these are like magnets that are on that you use on one side or the back, and then they have a little clip that you could clip it to like your wall. So let me kind of show the concept there. See how they are? So you can put your photos or your kids' artwork, or I could see me using this for Christmas cards. Putting this, hanging this on your wall, and then as you get Christmas cards, you could put the little pretty little magnet pieces on there. So that's kind of a cool concept. This is kind of fun. They had all different sizes and all different shapes. Sorry about the glare. But this is called Patty Pop-Ups. And again, I have all of the links. I need to do a few more on my blog, which is terrisproul.blogspot.com. And these are foam. And you can, they're puzzle pieces, so you can color them, you can paint them, you can put paper on them, whatever your imagination comes up with. And they have these in all different sizes and shapes, so that's kind of fun. Okay, this one, genius, right here. Genius. Super glue. I don't know about you guys, but you get a super glue, you cut it and you use it once, and it never, no matter how tight you put that cap back on, it still is dry the next time you go to use it, right? That's what happens to me every time. This is a new product that came out, and they have it for plastic and for just regular super glue. And see the little cap there on the top? It actually has I'll actually open this for you, a wire that goes into it to allow it not to adhere. So you would open it up, and then I know she showed me how to do this. Oh, there it is. So there's a wire. See the little wire there? It goes down into the hole, which will prevent it from drying out. So you get to keep your super glue. So I think that's brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant on that one. Okay. Color Box came out with a whole new line of colors. Let me pull all those out for their ink pads in both chalk and regular ink pads. So these are all the new colors. That they came out with. I think that's all of them. Let me just double check. Yes, I believe that is all of them. So they have, as you guys know already, they have their chalk line, and then they have their pigment line, Color Box. And a lot of us know these as the they have the cat's eyes. So these are all the new colors. So let me put the chalk separate. These are the new pigment colors right here. Okay, those 6 are the new colors. Oh, sorry about the glare there. Let's see if I can make that go away. A little better. And even a little better. So there's a new 6 color blocks colors. And then here are the new chalk colors. I'm thinking there were 6 of those too. I must have misplaced one of them, stuck it somewhere in another bag probably. Because I think there were 6 of them, but maybe there was only 5. So don't hold me to that. I will claim the 5th on that one. So those are the new Color Box products. Okay. Actually, this next one I'm going to show you is actually not a new product, but they were showing it off on at the Mod Podge Plaid booth. And actually, Plaid has a lot of new stuff that I'm excited to show you about. But this is a photo transfer product. And actually, on my blog, I actually added a video for you on them using this. But you put it on, you put your photo down, but you do have to wait 24 hours. That's the one thing that I think is a kind of a downfall. But it's supposed to work really good. So it's a photo transfer medium from Mod Podge. So, and I have more from them. I will show you here shortly. Actually, I have 2 of the photo transfers. Okay, I'm pulling out some stuff from Faber-Castell. They have gelatos, as you know, and they had some new colors. Here's the metallics. I actually didn't own these, so I was excited about getting those. And then these are just some of their generic colors that they have coming out. So, and I really like these kits that they have now with the brush and the little stamp, and then the blender tools and the stencil tool. So these are really nice, and you can get these at Michael's. Wood blocks were really hot this year too. Aren't these just beautiful? Look at this baby. And these are great for fabric. Look how beautiful that is. And look at this fox. And these are, you know, they're nice, thick, real wood. See that? They're nice material. Real wood, beautiful stamps. To be great for doing fabric. Okay. This is something I didn't get a chance to bring home, but I brought home a flyer specifically because I wanted to show you guys this stuff. This is called Maker Mix, and it's kind of, I want to say cement for lack of a better word, it's basically like a cement. And so you can blend it, you can cast it, you can mix it, you can put it into molds, but it's not as heavy as, say, cement would be. And they had some just beautiful bowls and stuff at their booth that were just magnificent. And they didn't have one for me to actually bring home because this is actually not even coming out for a couple more months. And then you have all of these colors that you can add into it to get these you know, a mixture of something that looks like brick or you know, whatever you're looking at. So that's kind of cool. I think this is going to be really, really hot when that comes out. And that comes out, I believe they said March or April. So that's going to be kind of, I'm excited about that one. Okay, the other thing that was very hot at the show was coloring books. Coloring books, coloring books, coloring books. I don't know how many coloring books I've seen while I was at the show. Everybody had coloring books. That was definitely the hot thing. And this one is from Leisure Art. And, you know, it's just it's a coloring book. Let's see if we can get that to focus. But it does have really pretty images in that you probably could cut up and make into cards or something at a later date. But coloring books were definitely very hot at the show. So that being said, on we go. This is actually something that I've been using for quite a while. It is something that is at the show, but honestly, I've been using it for a couple years, and so it's not brand new. But the fine line applicator, if you do not own one of these already, this is a magnificent tool. I actually have mine filled, I have multiples of these, to be honest, filled with adhesive. And what it is it's exactly what it says. It's a fine line applicator. So it has a really fine tip on it. And it won't clog because it, again, it has that, what do I want to say, that thing that goes down inside. I don't know what to call it, but to keep it from not clogging. But I keep glue in here, and that's great for all those little pieces that you have. You can put paint in it. Just about anything that would flow through it, as long as it's some, you might need to thin some things out, but most of it you shouldn't have to thin out. Okay, smooth foam. Their hot new item was these wreaths. I think these are going to be fun, and these came in multiple colors. I'm trying to give us some room here. Not multiple colors, multiple sizes. So they had an 8, a 10, a 12, a 14, and a 16-inch wreath. And this one is probably this is an 8. And then what's kind of cool, do you see how it's all marked off for you? So it's all, you know, pre-marked for you so that you'll get perfect placement for whatever you decide to make with it. I think this was kind of a fun idea, like this one. I could see me using that for multiple reasons. Okay, I talked about this. I'm kind of excited about. I mentioned already that Plaid had some really cool stuff that came out this year, and these two are, I think this was my amazing, what I seen at the show that I love the most is probably these two. And I am the only person in the whole world that has these jars. There's not even product in them. I just have the jars. That's how new it is. I believe this is coming out in either May or June. And one is called the Ultra Die. And they were painting wood pieces with this die that was just magnificent. But you can definitely do fabric and yarn and that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a die. And then the other one is milk paint. A lot of us know milk paint from back in, you know, grandma's days, I guess. So they're actually coming out with milk paint that's going to be pre-made for you. Way cool. I'm really excited about these two. I can't wait till they actually really come out. Okay. Let's go with, oh, let me finish with Plaid here. I got a few more things from Plaid. Plaid also has a brand new mixed media line that they are coming out with. So they're going to have paints and then sprays. Now you see, I haven't even opened them yet, so I have not played with these yet, but I'm excited about trying them. This one's actually a spray. As you see, it's got a spray. Actually, let me open it. I don't know why I haven't opened it yet. Honestly, when I come home from these shows, I'm in so much pain that I don't have a chance to play with anything yet. But this has actually got plastic on it. But there's a spray tip down on this one. So this one actually is a spray, so I'm excited about playing with that. And they're calling it a color spray acrylic paint, and they are calling it a mixed media line. And this one is a transparent acrylic soft gel paint. Interesting. Sheer coverage. Interesting. And then this one they're calling is an opaque acrylic soft gel paint. So it looks like they gave a sampling of all three of their new mixed media stuff that they have coming out. So I'm kind of excited about playing with these. Like I said, Plaid has some really cool stuff that's coming out, and then there's a little flyer in here that's probably is going to tell me about their new line. It does. So I will have to read that later and get a chance to play with this. This is definitely going to be fun to use in mixed media and also in art journaling. Okay, so you guys who do come to my shows every Tuesday night, you know I do a lot of art journaling, and these stamps, love, 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 love these new stamps that are out from Stampendous. And what they are, they're calling it a 3-stamp surface and stencil. Includes 1 foam stamp with 2 surfaces, a cling stamp, and a stencil. So let me open this and give you a peek of how this is going to work. So I'm really excited about this. Okay, so you have one side, see that? And it's a foam stamp. The other side that you can use, so there's the 2. And then here's a cling stamp. That is it the same? It is exactly the same. So you could definitely stamp this and then stamp this over it and get the pattern. And then it comes with a stencil. So check that out. Actually, it's a stencil and a mask because see that? These pop out. So you have a stencil and a mask. So stencil, mask, foam stamps, and cling stamps all in one. And then I got 3 different ones that she let me bring home. This is an elephant, and it's got a really cool stencil with it that's kind of, there you go. There's a good look at it. So that's fun. I love the elephant. And actually, I really, really like the cityscape too. I think that's going to be really fun in my art journal. I can't wait to play with that one. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about those. Also, Andy Skinner has some new stamps coming out. And they're also with Stampendous. So this is actually one, I took one of his classes and I actually opened this one. So, and I'll show you what we made in the class. That's what we made in the class. It's a little book. So these stamps right here, I used to complete this. And while I was there, I picked up the rest of Andy Skinner's stamps. So this is one of his sets. This is a chocolate set. Check that out for us chocolate fanatics. Isn't that cool? And then this is actually not Andy Skinner, so I don't want to do that one wrong. But there's actually a stencil in there also. So those are all cute. Again, these are all from Stampendous. So I'm excited about those. I didn't take a lot of creative classes, so I apologize for that. Okay.
That's because you are already so creative. We don't need that. We don't need no stinking badges. You don't need no creative class. How's that?
That's right. That's right. Stampendous has come up with a brand new book, though, that I'm kind of excited to show off since I'm in there. Embossing Techniques A through Z. And it's a book all on how to do embossing techniques. And there's great step-by-steps in here. So I'm sure I'll be thumbing through this book and getting all kinds of great inspirational ideas on what to do with embossing powder. Because as you guys know, they have some really cool embossing powders at Stampendous. So that was definitely one. This was a book that I got in Scan and Cuts class. And it's a book that you can basically cut or scan out all of these images. We saw all those party pictures. Yes, yes, I was partying hard while there. Definitely, that's part of the whole joy of going to CHA is getting a chance to network with everybody and talking to everybody, and it's like a once-a-year party. It really is. It's
Well,
just,
not some of us actually worked, and then we're responsible to get the partying folks safely back to a hotel room when they could barely walk. But we won't go there.
yeah.
Oh, and Terry, we need to give a shout out tonight to Ash Visage. Ashley, are you out there? Ashley wrote me a wonderful letter today saying how much she enjoys the shows.
Oh, well,
So,
thank you.
well, she didn't write it to you. She wrote it to me. I just want to
yeah.
be clear.
Boy, this is a book from Jenny Doe, brand new book from her, More Creative Letterings, a brand new book that she just came out with this year, and I got a signed copy. So it's all about creative lettering, so that's fun. So that's always a good one for art journaling also, is creative lettering. And even canvases, if you want to have writing on your canvas. Let's go to... since we're kind of in the stamping section, I think that's all I have of theirs, hopefully. Okay, this is from Hot Off the Press. They've got some beautiful new stamps. I really love this one. They always come out with lots of great DVDs. But this is the one thing that I thought was very cool that they came out with this year. And these are actually foil, and they're not very thick, but they're really well embossed. See that? Sorry about the glare, but I think you guys are getting the idea. But I know you guys know I love steampunk, so instantly this drew me into their booth. It was hanging on the wall, and I literally walked right up to it. It was so cool. She is here, and she loves me too, Joe. So na 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 na. So anyways, I thought this was really cool from Hot Off the Press. So I think these are going to be really, really hot for card making, art journaling, scrapbooking. There's so many, even just mixed media. This is going to rock. I like that one a lot. Okay, AI. They have a ton of stamps and dies that match their stamps, which is kind of cool. This is called the Window to the World series, and it has a die and a stamp. This is the stamp that I brought home with me, and they have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of images. So I really can't, I just picked one that I thought I would use, and I thought that one was really pretty. But check out this window die. See how you got the die in the window? So you can have if you do cards, you can have a window card. Do we have an idea? No samples. But you can do a window card very easily.
And Terry, I want to let you know right now you have 134 people watching,
yeah.
including Amy Fleck. And Amy has been under the weather, so we need to give a shout out to Amy. Say some prayers for Amy. She's in recovery mode right now.
Oh, Amy.
So if you know Amy, you know that she's been under the weather recently, but she is here watching your show live. I think she might even, I don't know if she's home or in a rehab center. So shout out to Amy Fleck.
Amy, I hope you feel better real soon. It's nothing worse than being sick, especially in the winter because it's so cold. Even though I can't complain it's cold because it's actually like 50 where I live and it's like 20 below where Joe is.
Yeah. My deck boards are popping because it's so cold. So I don't want to hear it's cold where I live.
I can't say a word. Okay. This was another thing that drew me into their booth. And this is Melissa Francis. And these are just, okay, for starters, they're metal. See that? Metal. Hear that? They're metal. So I'm not quite sure what I would do with them yet, but I thought they were really cool. So they have, you could definitely use them for a stencil. I could see me making like a mobile or something out of them, but they have multiple different designs. So I'm going to try to put it so you can see each design separately. There you go. See that? So multiple different designs. Really, I like writing, so this one really drew me in. And they're about, I'm going to say this is about a 6x6-ish. And then they also have some really cool three-dimensional embellishments. You see that they're very three-dimensional. So you guys who are new to my show and haven't been to it, I do it every Tuesday night, same time, same station. I do a live show and we do art journaling. So this was a really sweet company that I found, and it's called Pink and Main. They have clear stamps. The packaging's really, really nice. They were a little cutesy for me, I have to admit. I'm not real cutesy. But it's 49 here, so yeah, that's not bad. But I really liked their packaging. It was really neat. If you're into cutesy, you would love, 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 love her stamps. Her stamps were very, very, very cute. I really liked them if you're into cutesy. Okay. Okay, this is M&D Hobby and Craft. They're the ones that came out with all the metals, and you can find these at Michael's, all the metals that you can use for crafting. But this, brilliant. I don't know about you, I'm not a huge girl, and I have a really tough time cutting through metal. Look at these scissors. So they came out with scissors. They actually have gloves and all kinds of stuff to be able to work with metal, but the scissors is their new thing this year. And then they have multiple different types of metals that you can run through your die cut machine. You can emboss onto them. You would be able to cut them. So very cool for doing lots of fun mixed media. Graphic 45. Since I pulled that out, let's pull Graphic 45 out. Okay, Graphic 45. Now, I have a prototype of their new book right here. This is their new book. Now, this is a prototype. They have changed the inside. It's no longer going to be black. It's done more in a cream color. So the one I'm showing you is not the real one. So I apologize here. Hold on, I'm going to get some questions. I am watching. You're sick in bed. Oh, that's, yeah. Terry, for me, you #1 and only blind fan. Oh, that's, oh yes, I have a blind fan that comes here every once in a while. So I apologize. Now that I remember you're here, I'll do my best to explain these a little better. This is about a 6x6-ish book, and it's actually quite thick. I'd say that's about 3, maybe 3 inches thick-ish. And then they're all pockets inside. But I have a black one, like I said, but the real ones that come out will be in cream. And it's actually not pockets on everyone. So you got a pocket here, and then here is just a piece of paper. And then you have a piece of paper, and then you have a pocket. And then you have a piece of paper, and then a pocket. And as you see, there's quite a lot of pages in here. I'd actually have to count them. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 20 pages in this book, so there's actually quite a lot in there. And again, this is Graphic 45, brand new book, but again, will be in cream and not in black. They came out with some cute little feet. Oh, I love feet too, so this is just, they're little, it looks like a claw, like a claw tub foot. little fancier, a fancy claw foot tub. How about that one? So I thought this was really cool from Graphic 45. Now they came out with multiple paper lines, as they always do. I did not get to bring them all home, but this is the one called Enchanted Forest. And let's see if I can do this. And as you know,
I talked to Diane Schultz about this, and Diane says this was inspired by going to a Renaissance festival.
I love Renaissance festivals. So this is their new paper line, and I am showing that it has, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 different patterns in here. Includes 3 sheets of all 8 12 by 12 double-sided papers. So this is the new line from Graphic 45.
Their other line, they have a few, but the other one is Beneath the Sea, and it has fish and seahorses that have deers as their fins. And I'm going to put that out on my chipboard ocean album soon. So that paper is spectacular.
It is pretty. I have to admit, I like that. Now, as most of you guys know, I'm not a huge scrapbooker, but I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. Oh my God, love. So when I found this paper, oh my God, I fell in love. And this is designed for you to be able to color it, because again, remember I said coloring was really hot this year? So this is an Alice in Wonderland scenes. Aren't these just the cutest things?
Terry, who's that paper by? What's the
Oh,
company?
thank you for asking that. It is by, God, I'm drawing a blank right now. And they're not written on here, of course. I apologize. I'm going to have to get you that information. It was somebody new, Melinda Brown or something like that was, I think, her name. I will get you that information for sure. I apologize. I don't remember it right now. That's bad of me. I should have had it written, clipped to the paper when I showed it. Bad, 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 bad me. Sorry, guys. Bad me. Okay. Robin's Nest. OMG. Love this. They came out with a whole line of paper that is not necessarily paper. It is canvas. See that? Canvas. And they got these beautiful, they're all done in black and white, so you've got multiple different backgrounds. I got this one, the clocks. Oh, clocks again. That one. Now I got 2 of those still here. I thought I had one. Oh yeah, here's one more. They actually have a couple more, but I don't have them all with me in this newspaper one. So these are going to be great for mixed media, because if you're one of those women that do scrapbook pages where you're sticking, you know, pigments and paints and you know, all of those wet mediums down on it, this is going to be your paper, because it's canvas, the same thing that you would find on a, you know, a stretched canvas. While playing with it though, just giving you guys a hint, you do need to spray it with a fixative if you're going to do anything wet over it. So I just took it outside real quick, sprayed it real quick, and then you can use any type of medium you want on top of it. I threw this through a die cut machine. Let's keep going. Oh, there we back on. Okay, this I thought was kind of cool. I don't know about you, but I am not somebody, and this is embarrassing because Joe is an expert at this. I can't put flowers together to make them beautiful. This is flowers by number. So basically, it's doing it for you. You actually follow the numbers, and you will make a beautiful bouquet by following the numbers. So it's a really easy concept, and this has actually got, you know, what do I want to call this? What do they call this stuff? The foam? This stuff? I know there's fancy names.
That's Oasis, because it's
Oasis.
a foam that holds water.
Yeah.
And basically, for each number, they tell you a length. Like start with a, you know, 6 inches is your standard number. So for all the 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, it's 6 inches. For the other numbers, it's 1.5 of that, and then you just stick them in the holes and you're done.
Yep. So cool idea, especially for somebody who's not, you know, good at that. Okay, we're getting close to the end.
So all those years I've studied flower arranging, I've been replaced by a kit.
You have been replaced by a kit. This is from Adorn It. The other thing that was really hot at the show was day planners. Day planners are coming back. And this is from Adorn It. And this is, they're called their color planner. And it comes in a really nice little container like this. And then it's got a nice hard bound cover that you can color crayon in. It's got cute little sayings. I think there was 4 different designs that you could pick from. And then on the inside, they already have it set up for you where you have January through December, little tabs over here, and each of them have a section that you can color. And then they have inside of each section you have, you know, your planner, so you could do it weekly here, and they do have a monthly planner towards the back, so you have all 30 days here.
So Terry, I want to ask folks to put in the comment window, planners, like you said, are so hot, and they were hugely hot at CHA, but I'm like a it's in my phone kind of person. All my appointments, all my phone numbers, all my schedules, and I can't go back to paper. I used to have it. What was that thing called? A day planner years ago, years and years ago. Now you know how old I am. So why do you want to use a paper planner, or what is the appeal here? I'm lost.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, when I was a huge paper planner. I just had somebody ask a question, who is the company for the flowers by number, and it is actually it's called flowersbynumber.com. So I'm assuming that's the name of their company, flowersbynumber.com. So I apologize for not giving you that information. Now, as far as, I kind of agree with Joe. I had a tough time with this too. I have to admit that I was somebody in the past that loved her day planner, couldn't live without my day planner. But I have completely gone to my phone. But I see they were hot all over the show, so somebody's getting into it. I'm still one of those. Barbara says that she's one of those old people that still uses a day planner, and actually, I probably would, because I actually like my day planner. Okay, this is called ZoomiBox. This is a company, and it's zoomibox.com, and they have boxes in different sizes and different shapes that you can run through your inkjet printer. I'm assuming you could probably run it through your regular laser printer also. So and then actually they have software that, sorry about the blur here, come on, software that you can design your boxes on, run it through your printer, punch it out. You don't even have to cut it. It just punches right out, and then turn it into a box. So, you know, that was the really cool way of doing things. So this is called ZoomiBox, and like I said, multiple different designs and sizes of boxes. So if you want to do a party, that's a really quick way of doing a party. Avery. Wow, boy, Avery has changed since I started using them. Avery, most of us have been using Avery for a really long time for our office supply stuff. I've been wanting to start using a day planner again. You know, part of me kind of thinks the same way. But Avery came out with all of these adhesive products. I brought a couple home. This one is flags that you would put on the end of your straws. And again, these can all go through your printer, and you can go to avery.com. I'm pretty sure it's avery.com, and design your you know, your product. Yeah, because it's got a template number up here. This one is a cute banner. Look at that banner. Actually, that's the banner. This is the catalog. I apologize. This is the catalog. So they have banners. So this is I brought home the party banner and the flags, but they have banners, they have invitations, they have tags, cards, labels, all kinds of different labels, from address labels to scalloped labels to oval labels, all kinds of different sizes on labels. So Avery has definitely decided to take over the crafting world.
And Terry, a couple shout outs. Cherie from Graphic 45 is in the house. Shout out to Graphic 45. Stampendous is in the house. I also see Steph Ackerman, and we saw her all over the show. She was teaching and doing make and takes. Stan Carpenter is here as well. Lots and lots of familiar faces. But again, we want to give a shout out to, I know at least 2 folks in the room who helped make this possible, Graphic 45 and
Yes.
Stampendous.
And we love both of them. They're both one of my favorite people to go run up and hug. Okay, talk about cool. I love wine bottles, and not just for what's in the wine bottles, really the wine bottles themselves. This is just the coolest idea. Can you see that it's a wine bottle that has lights inside of it? Can you see that? Okay. Now the general concept, and I don't have a wine bottle here to show. I should have done that, but I didn't. The general concept is, you can kind of imagine this. You put this whole thing into your wine bottle, and then this little button up here, it clicks on and off. And then these are lights. They're little small lights, really tiny, tiny lights. So you plug this into here with the batteries. You put this into your bottle. You click it on and off, and your bottle lights up. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Okay, I thought this was really cool. I'm sorry, I got excited about this. This whole booth that we went to here, and this was the, let me get the name of it. The manufacturer is Lightway, and everything that they had in their booth was lights that were done with batteries. So these are like tiny little lights. See that? That you could use around into your crafting projects. Actually, both me and Joe both kind of went right into this booth because we have a tendency of making stuff that lights up or has lights in it. So we both just kind of drew right into this booth when we came walking by it. Not that it was really easy to do, because it was all lit up and it was all pretty and all kinds of stuff.
And we were attracted to the dark place with sparkly light.
We were, have to admit that. Okay, this one I hate to show you guys because you can't buy these stamps. And oh my God, this company is called Art Stamps, and it's Carbella Studios, CARABELLE Studios .fr, and they're from France, and they were there looking a lot of very artsy. See, I call it artsy fartsy. There's 2 types of stamps. There's cutesy wootsy and artsy fartsy. I'm an artsy fartsy girl, so their stamps really drew me in, and they had a lot of steampunky type stamps. So they're really cool, but you can't buy them. That's the only bad part. So
now they do have a retail site, and we'll have to get the URL for that, but it is in France. So that might be a little bit of a challenge shipping wise, but they were a fun booth to visit.
Okay. The Friday night they have a big party, and it's called the Block Party, and Michael's put it on. So Michael's again had a make and take, and again it was all about coloring. Did I mention the coloring was important this year? So they have this cute little book that they gave out that you can color on it, and then they had some really cool paper that you can color on it. And then so that was basically what they gave me, some color pencil paper, and they gave me some canvases. So that was part of the block party. We're really getting to the end of my little box here. Actually, that's it. I just have a gelato down there. That is it. We are done. I have everything out of my boxes. So did we have any questions?
What was the highlight of the show for you, Terry? Share with your 130 plus people who are live right now.
Okay, Joe broke up a little bit there, but I think he was asking me what the highlight of my show was. And honestly, it's always getting to see Joe in person.
And that was the right answer. Bingo, we have a winner.
Oh, so I'm going to switch cameras here. But, sorry. But yeah, I think really the highlight of being at the show is really getting to network for me and getting to talk to, you know, like I said, the Graphic 45 ladies and Stampendous women, and you know, just getting to do that is really the thing that I enjoy the most.
Now we have to give another shout out for Graphic 45 because they dress in character, and their folks at the booth were from the Renaissance period, and they even had a knight in shining armor.
And if you're not friends with me on Facebook, friend me, because I have a picture of me and her son, which is the knight in shining armor, and he is a cutie. I had a ton of compliments on that picture. So yeah, I was joking that I found my knight in shining armor at the CHA show. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I like the way they do their booth every year, and how the girls, oh my God, they dress to the nine. If you're a Downton Abbey fan, this kind of reminds me of how they dress. The women are just magnificently beautiful. You just
Let's talk about the knight again. I think we should talk about the knight again.
He was adorable. Absolutely. See, I'm turning red. Absolutely adorable. He was so cute. But yeah, it was fun. So for you guys who have come to see me for the first time, please thinking about coming back next Tuesday night, because every Tuesday night I do this, and we actually get to play. It is fun showing it off, but I will use a lot of these products that I brought home and show it off during the year, except for the ones that are empty bottles. But I'll be getting some of this soon. I promise. When this comes out, I am getting some. Yes, somebody asked that I checked out the Brother Scan and Cut. I actually got a chance to play with that in a class. It is a nice machine. I have nothing bad to say about it. We cut out a box, and then we cut out a stamp, and then we cut out a stencil. And so it was a really nice machine. So that's what I have to say about that. I do partial the zing, but you know, I can't.
And wait till they see the force.
Yeah, the force is going to be awesome. That's the new zing. But I have nothing bad to say about the Brother Scan and Cut. It is a nice machine. So, any other questions?
Did you want to talk about the knight again?
The poor guy's going to have a complex. Go to my Facebook page and go see him. He's so cute.
Hey, and while they're on Facebook, they should like, create, and craft.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And join my group called All Things Terri Sproul. And again, for all of the links, and there's a few more that I have to put on there, but there are lots of links on my blog, which is terrisproul.blogspot.com. The ones that I did not put up yet, I will have another blog post up by tomorrow with all the rest of the links in there. It's just going and getting all these pictures. It took me 3 hours to do the one that we got on there now. Yes, he's making me blush. He's trying to do it purposely. You know how he is, guys.
Well, you know, you should do a show behind the scenes, because Terry and I had like water dripping out of our bathroom ceiling fan one night because the thing overflooded the night before, and like we had all these little glitches, but we still had a really good time.
Yes, yes, we do. We go there for a week, and we had a big room and all kinds of catastrophes happening in our room. The kids upstairs, I swear, because we're right next to Disney, so you can't really go to a place and not expect to have kids above you, but oh my God, they were so noisy.
Harry, they were not kids. It was 2 and 3 in the morning. They were orangutans. The room above us actually had whatever someone has to know, Google, what do you call it? A herd of orangutans. At one point, I stood on the table and banged on the ceiling in response. Now, that could have been pretty if I fell in at my age, break a hip, and then you're in a nursing home and it's all over. But they still didn't shut up.
No.
And I actually called the front desk and said, do they have orangutans upstairs? And it didn't do us any good at all.
It was bad, but the kid finally did go to sleep sometime. So, but I swear they checked in the same night we did and checked out the same night we did. So we had him the whole time. And then the room ended up, they had the kid in the bathtub, and I guess he got a little too excited and he flooded the whole bathroom upstairs, which flooded our bathroom downstairs. And you walked into the room and walked into the bathroom, and I had water dripping on me. It was not fun.
And I come in later than Terry. And I walk in, and there's a bedroom, then a bathroom, and then we had another room with our friend Tammy in it. And I open the front door, and what am I greeted with? Bathrooms flooded. I was like, oh, pretty.
Yeah, had to warn him because I know him. He had to go to the bathroom right away, so he was going to go walking in there. And I'm like, bathroom's flooded. Don't go in the bathroom.
And food. I don't think she's on, but Cindy Bison made me homemade chocolate chip cookies and surprised me with those. Food's always big for me. Barbara's on the show, and she was at Stampaway, and we shared hot dogs at Stampaway. So Terry and I had food with us at all times. I kept reaching into my knapsack. You need an orange, you need an apple, you need a cookie, you need crackers. We kept ourselves
well fed.
I'm Italian. I travel with food.
We went out to a great Italian restaurant, if you're ever in the Anaheim area, called Mama Cosa. It was really, really good. I highly recommend that. That was about the only time we went out. We ran from usually 8 in the morning. We got back to the hotel room on an average around 10 every night. So it was, all good, but exhausting. So, okay, so if there is no more questions, I'm going to let everybody go. And I hope you join me again next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you'll get the link if you join my group called All Things Terri Sproul. Thank you very much. If you have any questions that I missed, please just put it on my group and I will answer it for you on Facebook. Thank you guys. Bye.